Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Ives number 349 B15. This is a ball catch, a typical ball catch that you're going to see installed in the top of residential doors, in the top rail if it's a pair of doors, or down in the latch bolt area if it's a single door, like you might have a linen closet on an upper floor of a home where the towels and the sheets and things like that are kept. Very typical sort of item. This is the Ives 349, and that specifically means this, the confluence of the features of this ball catch. Okay, ball catch, you can see where it gets its name. That's a large steel ball that's in there that is spring-loaded. Okay, features these 1/4-inch radius corners. Is the dimensional properties that are here: 2 1/8 tall, 1 inch wide. Overall depth of the body from the faceplate is about 1 1/8 inches. Now, that can be tailored. That dimension is when basically the body is flush, 1 1/4 inches. You've got all that threaded portion to the brass outer sleeve here, and that allows you to, not easily, of course, when it's installed, but that would allow you to significantly change the projection of the bolt, of the ball catch. That allows you to tailor the amount of force or resistance that it takes to open and close the door to account for, a misalignment, to account for maybe a door that's a bit too tight, or maybe one that there's too much of a gap, or you're using it on a door that's much heavier, so you're going to want a bit more of the ball projecting into the included strike plate that's here. So it's a ball catch. Let's go over the dimensional properties of the strike. The height is also 2 1/8. Overall width, about 1 7/16 inches. Then you're about 7/8 on the lip length from the center line of the screws. There is a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure, and that's very handy because it will allow you to review the 349 against Ives' sister products as it relates to ball catches, the 345 and the 347. The difference in the 345 and the 347 or the 349 is simply the size of the plate. The 347 is noticeably smaller, something that you could use in some cabinet doors. Okay. There is also a link below this video to a document called Cut Sheet, and that is really what it is a dimensional template that gives you all the dimensional properties of the item that we've just touched on, but also some guidance in terms of the installation, in terms of where you're going to install it. The important drilling information is there: a 7/8 hole for this body, 1 3/8 of an inch deep. Okay, it's important to know where your center line is going to be, because you're going to translate that center line to where the strike is going to fall on the frame. It's important to have a margin that's called out of 3/16 of an inch from the face of the stop to the back side of the strike, based on the fact that you're installing this in the center of an 1 3/8 door. Okay. What we're trying to say is the center line of the body and the center line of the strike, measured through the center line of the screw holes, need to be on the same vertical axis, or at least in the same plane, I should say. Okay, it's a handy drawing. Gives you all the dimensional important items. The 1/4 inch radius is very typically used, most exclusively used in wood doors, wood frames, although you also have 1/4 inch radius on the strike too. Where the door manufacturer or the pre-hanger or whomever is routing that prep out and not going back and squaring the corners. It's a time-saving sort of procedure, is why you'll see 1/4 inch radius on strikes and the faces of latch bolts. Okay. Now, the rest of the extended description down below here. It's a ball catch. Faceplate, bore, and strike dimensions we've given. It's a ball catch for door installations, either single doors or double doors, like I've said. Radius corners allows for easy installation with a router. That would be a 1/2 inch diameter. Typically a 2-flute carbide router bit is what you'd use. That 1/2 inch diameter will give you the 1/4 inch radius naturally. Lip strike is designed for use where a strike is mounted in the jam. Free-flowing ball ensures smooth, positive, trouble-free action that will turn. Adjustable threaded barrel compensates for various door clearances, therefore having adjustable spring tension, and is a brass material. If I've not said it, the B15 specifically means satin nickel. Very common finish. B15, also known as 619. Available in all the common finishes. Your brass, your bronze, your chromes, satin polished, oil rubbed bronze as well. The name Ives is synonymous with all things trim and auxiliary hardware related. There is an additional link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up the full line product catalog and review all things Ives trim and auxiliary hardware related. I'm partial to Ives because they're a trusted name for several decades as it pertains to trim and auxiliary hardware. Their name is synonymous with the material, and something that over the years, I believe, myself included, other people have just come to rely on the quality of the product. That's why I'm partial to them. Any questions on the Ives 349 ball catch in a B15 finish or any other Ives product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.